Welcome to a DropTent Media Production.
Cult of Us, of course. I'm Neil Wood. How's it going? And of course, the co-host of Cult of Us, Adam Nutter.
Yo.
But he's got a dirty secret. He's got a dirty little taint of a secret, don't you? You little. I know I do this while I always ask him questions while he's posting it to Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
he's actually like, don't you have a dirty little secret, you dirty little boy?
I
know you barely.
In this and talk.
It's
what are you doing?
You pointed to three things. There's only two things. It's a microphone.
My
and
brain's
talking.
broken.
It is so beautiful that you have way too many podcasts. And of course, another great podcast that they have is the Slapstick Sports Podcast. Yeah. Oh, you feel that warm man glow.
Yeah.
Do you feel that warm man
And
glow?
of course, since pretty much Slapstick Sports is or pretty much 2/3 is Cult of Us anyway, with Jesse and I.
Yep. Yes.
The other third of Slapstick Sports, Garrett Monaco is joining us.
Thank you.
And since we're going to talk a little sports in this episode for all the Call fans out there, we brought on for our NBA specialty Dru Montana from the Deer Tag and Do Rag podcast.
Yes. I'm a quarter of the Slapstick podcast as well now.
Yeah, pretty much.
The closest we can.
Yeah.
Feels like it's the closest you could get to a black guy. It's unfortunate.
It's
I was
unfortunate.
thinking that
Really
earlier.
unfortunate.
I'm like, it's so many black comics that know basketball, and they're like,
I
our
don't-
NBA. I'm like Rachel Nichols. They're like, our NBA expert, Dru Montana.
I told multiple times.
Well, we already
Rough
have
team.
Jesse, and he's, not.
What other big...
You know,
We want a rap artist for this event, but we don't want one of those.
right.
Eminem's Eminem available?
Eminem, right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He knows rap.
Right.
The only guy who really understands.
It's almost like we're like a baseball team. We're like, bring in Drew. Bring in Lefty. Drew comes warming out. Walking into the studio. Like, here's my NBA talk.
And that goes to my first question: is slapstick sports racist? I think that's what everyone wants to know.
yes,
That's the word out there. You never thought
I
that.
can bear the brunt of that. I'm the only one.
Come on, your people have enough on their back. All right,
Yeah.
so that's
I was gonna say something awful. Never mind.
Take it back.
let it sit in obscurity. Why would you ruin it? Anyway, no, you don't have to do that. No,
No,
of course
it's
not.
fine. Don't
But
worry
Drew,
about
it's
it.
good to have you here, bud.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, dog.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day outside.
It
Got
is.
some good stuff to talk about.
We do a lot on the docket this week for basketball playoffs. Not playoffs, the championship,
Yeah.
and all the way down to big UFC card Saturday night.
Yes.
So I guess it comes down. What do you guys want to talk about first? Basketball? Or
Yeah. Let's
UFC?
sorry to get started on the basketball.
Little basketball talk.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Basketball talk. All right, Drew. So Suns, Bucks. Suns took first game, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Also, I don't know if I should be your expert because the last time I was here,
Yeah, you
all
were
my
awful.
predictions were wrong.
We were
Yeah.
really wrong.
So
But
yeah,
I like them, so like I was a big fan of the Sixers.
yeah, I
going
thought it
all
was
the way.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sixers fan, you thought?
Yeah.
Weird.
I might be a little biased, but I
Weird.
don't see that.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Phoenix a lot though in this series. They they showed what they could do last night. They're gonna shoot the shit out of the ball against Milwaukee. Milwaukee doesn't defend the three well, and Brooke Lopez is gonna get fucking bullied down there. So yeah, Suns in 5.
Someone bet like 12 or 13 grand on Suns in 4.
I saw that.
So, all right, like
Yeah.
that's. I
Well,
mean,
he's
that's
got-
balls, dude.
He's got one already, so probably feeling good.
I wonder what the over. I wonder what the plus minus was for that.
Right. I can.
Had to be. I mean, you're thinking that's has to be in the plus,
Milwaukee's
right?
like the
it's
favorite,
gotta
I
be.
guess, right?
I think Phoenix is the favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
believe they were in game 1 at least. Definitely not to win in 4. But you know what's crazy is that guy from Phoenix that beat the shit out of the Nuggets fan in the stands,
Oh yeah.
and then he was like, "Suns in 4,
Yeah.
Suns in 4, dog," and then he got kicked out. They made bobbleheads of him.
Yeah, and like
And,
yeah,
he's got like merch out. And shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's awesome.
Dude.
You ever beat someone's ass so bad?
Yeah, you get famous for
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah, that was my favorite
Yeah.
fight, like basketball fight, like in the not my favorite one.
That's
The
probably-
Ron Artest was my favorite one,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
one of my favorite ones was this one because like the guy got beat up. If you notice, like he has the high ground, so he should have won that fight, but he's a drunk idiot. So when they get into the initial scuffle, and then he goes to walk away, but then he sees like a sneaky shot in, but he's drunk, so he just over, and now he's just like,
Yeah.
and the guy's like, thanks, and just hockey fights him the rest of the way. Good move.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I want to see an Andre the Giant, like, just like big fist down. I want that to work. I know it doesn't.
A backward
But I
chop.
just want like a nice, like, you know, a Princess Bride, like, oh, boom, like that, and you just like you're knocked out for 3 days for some reason.
I'm gonna think that guy that said Sons and Four is the same guy. I want to imagine that. That's the same guy as the guy got into a fight.
That would be nice.
Oh,
He's took all that money. He's like, hell yeah, I'm famous now. I'm placing that bet.
It could be.
I'm dying by that blade.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that sword.
I think
Yeah.
he's gonna fight Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I think that's what's next.
You might.
So I don't
It's
know.
good. Like now you can kind of like now Twitter, like direct conversation like that. You can just call people out to an actual fight. It's kind of like a schoolyard. Like you
Yeah.
can actually.
Yes.
It's like I'll fly to you because you said something, and then I'm famous from this bullshit where I knocked that one guy out. And like you're like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to catch fame, baby. Ride that wave.
Bro, to your point, did you see that the next bare knuckle boxing event?
No.
Rachel and Paige.
Yeah, besides that, besides
Yeah.
the two hottest chicks in MMA
The
fighting
only
each
one
other.
that matters. Yeah.
Only
Behind
one that
Cousins
matters.
over there was one behind Cousins, but that might have been different. I don't know.
Different
if they
hot.
were-
That's a different
they were
hot.
in
That's a
video.
different hot.
So, gotcha.
That's like a seedy hot.
Gotcha.
That's like
Okay.
you can jerk off
I
watching
didn't
it
know they
hot.
were still doing bare knuckle.
Oh, it's great.
Oh yeah.
Is this in
best.
Taiwan? Can I
No,
see this?
it's America. It's all, oh yeah, no, the pay-per-views. I've been watching them. They're amazing.
Wonderful.
But on the undercard of that are two TikTokers.
Sure.
No,
So
three.
Blueface. Blueface.
Yes,
is fighting
Blueface
on
is
there,
fighting
yeah.
this apparently this guy who just steals content on TikTok.
Oh,
Who-
yeah, sure.
Oh,
Just pull
yeah.
up. You just gotta pull up.
like the fat Jew.
Pull up
Yes.
the card
Look
of
this
bare
up.
knuckle
We can tag
boxing.
this.
The bare knuckle boxing card. For this
Rachel
upcoming week.
Ostovich and Paige Van Zandt.
But yeah, it's that fight.
Right.
But pull up the whole card.
I'm a big
Drew is
fight
an
fan.
anomaly.
Oh, I know.
No
dude.
one knows why he knew that.
No, I didn't know.
I mean, I know why.
I'm
he
hot
knew
Big
it.
bare
That's
knuckle
MMA.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only fight in like Mississippi and like
Uh-huh.
Oklahoma, like places where they
It's
allow
only
it.
Oh,
on an
I know
Indian
why-
reservation.
Yeah, it's not a worldwide.
I know what
thing,
Neil's
yeah.
confused here. Paige Van Zandt and Rachel Ostovich used to be in the UFC,
Okay.
but they got cut because
Gotcha.
they were just hot, but they couldn't fight.
Pages. I've known a couple pages that would fight. The pages
yeah,
usually
yeah.
scrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pages are usually dangerous trash.
The five craziest names that chicks could have are Stephanie's, as I can attest to,
It's an issue.
Paige's, Chloe's, Brittany's, and
Chloe's I've seen unhinged. I've seen
yeah,
a couple
what's the
Chloe's
fucking
kind of
one?
lose it.
usually it's like
I've
a
seen
like a
Chloe on Hinge too before.
usually it's like a
Boom.
like a Lisa or a Megan. Like those are always crazy
Megans are
chicks, too.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, my sister-in-law, I can attest to that.
Dude, I went to
Megan.
college with this girl Megan, and she called herself the porn star.
No.
That was like her name that she introduced herself.
She's
to
really
people.
building herself up there.
Dog, freshman year, the first night of school,
Right.
like my first night staying on campus, she showed me a video of her sucking some dude's dick,
Oh, okay.
and now she's like blowing up on what's it called,
Okay.
OnlyFans. So I support
Talk about
Megan.
calling
Yeah.
shots. If you know
Oh,
what I mean.
Yeah.
okay. So
But
she was legit. Yeah.
That's but yeah, I guess, but
Okay,
it's before OnlyFans.
That's the guys in the middle.
Kane Trujillo.
So he
Blueface.
goes by this, I think, new main on TikTok. The guy on the right. Look at that scrawny white dude in the middle.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
If you actually saw like a video, he is like
Oh yeah, I see
he is
him.
so fucking skinny.
Yeah, he's
Right.
skinny as fuck.
Blueface. I don't know who Blueface is. I do know
A
this though.
rapper.
He was a rapper. Okay. I do know he's a
Yeah.
D1 athlete. Like he played football, like D1, I think.
Where's this
Oh,
comedy
really?
show at?
Blueface.
Oh yeah. So
It does look like a
we're
low red
opening
comedy
for the
show.
yeah, we're opening for this. Nice.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a cricket show. It's out in Pipersville.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. A town you've never heard in Pennsylvania at all. It's in Pfeiffersburg.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Pfeiffersburg or no? Yeah, it's too close to yours.
And he's dressing up as Don King.
The guy Kane Trujillo, whatever his name is, he has to be able to fight because there's no way. Like he was very confident in that press
Yeah,
conference.
I don't think he can, Drew, and I'm gonna bet that this might be one of the best on TV beatings we've ever seen in our life.
Ooh, nice.
I hope so.
Sanctioned
That's-
on TV.
I'm
but-
a big
Blueface
fight
is
guy.
Blueface is a gang member. He's not a boxer.
No, but he
But-
was again a D1
Right.
athlete, so I'm like, well, he's an athlete. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? This guy's a fucking scrawny bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like, thing with bare knuckle boxing is like, it's gruesome.
Yeah, you get cut.
That's how I find it. Like, that's why I find like, oh, Paige is doing it. Like,
I know, it's
we went from
weird.
UFC to become try to even more kind of uglier.
But,
like, not,
but she won
whatever,
her first fight,
but-
right?
No,
Or she
lost.
lost, but she
She
didn't get
lost.
cut up from it though,
Split
right?
decision.
right,
yeah.
but I've seen.
Dude,
I
they're
think
both so hot.
Jason McKnight.
hot.
I've seen him just spit teeth in the middle of a fight.
But
Like, I was like, that's
psycho
crazy.
men
Right.
with all their men's strength.
Still, I didn't know.
Just
I didn't know
named
he could-
5 names of women who are crazy.
yeah,
Like, in terms
the
of
strength's different.
I'm just
You're not gonna
staring
beat
at
that.
Rachel. I would punch her
Yeah.
in the face
insane,
so
though.
hard, dude.
I
So
haven't
hot.
seen him in a minute.
Essential.
I get you, dude. Yeah, no, I get you.
So hot.
Yeah, if you're like if hotness translated to physical violence, you'd punch her a lot in the
Exactly.
face.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
you. I
yeah.
understand that.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
That's
yeah.
sexy as
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, they calling it the platform showdown? That's so funny.
Ooh.
Did you guys see the
too on the
TikTok
nose.
versus YouTube boxer matchup? Like
Yeah, we were talking about that on
Yeah, we talked
about
Slapstick
that
a
on
minute
Slapstick.
ago.
Yeah, that went well.
Well, I mean, they have to be losing money on those.
So they did. None of the fighters are getting paid. They're all like suing the company that put it on
Sure.
because they were
Right.
supposed
Oh.
to sell 500,000 pay-per-views and they barely sold 100,000.
Right.
So they're like, "Oh, we are fucked."
Okay, so they sue 'em, and they go, "Yeah, we don't have that money." Then what happens? Like, yeah, like they still get paid. Like no one gets
Right.
money. anyway.
You take their assets then, whatever that.
Which is
that may
nothing.
be. Whatever they have like a car. Like,
Give me your
car.
fucking '98 Hyundai
Yeah, exactly.
and your fucking what?
I don't want to watch
One
people
bedroom
that don't
apartment?
know how to box.
Right.
Like it's fun at first, but you like really get into it. You're like, I'm watching an hour of this. Like this is kind of just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
No, that's why the Jake Paul thing's even still hard for me to catch on to because I'm like, I see he hits pads well, but
Right.
like he doesn't fight fighters.
No.
So
Yeah.
This is like I'm
Woodley.
good.
I mean, that's gonna be.
That yeah, I hope he gets his ass beat, and then that train will also derail, like the Logan one is.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it never started with when he drawed KSI and then he lost to him, and it just kind of stopped.
And then he got Floyd somehow, which blew my mind. Like, how
Right.
are you, what, 0-1-1,
Yeah,
and then fight Floyd Mayweather?
because there was $2 million to be
Yeah.
had.
No, I get why he did it. I get why he did it, of course. But
Yeah, but I mean, by the way, we talked about this again on another episode of Slapstick, but like, I think he knocked him out and held him up for a fucking second or two. If you watch that one hook he lands on
Yeah.
Paul, he kind of does those droopy arms, where like,
Yeah.
you know, like he hit him, and then like
He went
he
octopus
was
for a
going to
second.
hug him,
Kind
but as he hugged him, he's hugging him like this.
right.
And I'm like, hey man, that's not how you know.
Yeah.
Even if you're actively awake and
The
boxing,
marionette
you
let
still
go.
like he.
Right. You know, like
And-
like the Cosby move, just like. All right,
Yeah, he
you can't
Cosby,
look at me.
and then Floyd was kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, you're okay.
If Floyd wanted to knock him out, he could have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
that fight could have been a lot less competitive. It was just dumb.
do you think if the Sixers were still in the finals and Bill Cosby got out, he would ring the bell before the game?
Oh my God.
I wouldn't.
Everyone would be asleep
Talk
though.
about
No one
freedom.
would see
I
it.
Talk
Drugs the
about
whole-
freedom.
I think I'd try to get tickets.
Oh, you'd have to.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Oh, I love that you
Guys,
think they're
we got-
announcing it
Yeah,
in
no.
advance.
No, that'd be a special surprise.
No, that would be
for
like
sure.
4 old men and a bunch of white bodyguards like walk him out for some reason. I'd be like, he's one of the good ones. He's one of the. Stop throwing things. Like, you know what I
Did you
mean?
see him get walked out and him do the Pat Albert impression?
No.
As he got released from prison, he's like, hey, hey, hey. I'm like, that's not what you do.
You know,
That's not what you
unless
do.
he's gonna say
What?
right
He's
after
coming
that.
till the end. I tell you that much.
Dude, he's going back on tour apparently.
Unless, yeah.
Of course he is.
Well, he's more, yeah. No.
He's gonna be at John soon.
And I'm opening for him. That's what I came here to announce.
Like,
I'm
I
going
think
on
what
tour
he
with
did
Bill.
was awful. That being said, starting September, I'll be on tour.
That'd be one hell of a credit, man.
I would ride that till the end.
Over to Bill Cosby.
I'm open for Bill Cosby. When did you do it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when I did it.
You know, I did it. Semantics.
I've been doing comedy 30 years. It's but whatever.
I don't even like hearing the word "I opened" like around him. It's like I performed comedy before him. Is what I would say. There was no openings available.
Right.
I didn't drink anything.
Yeah, I had 0 drinks that night. That wasn't even
It's-
close to a source of liquid.
My hands were up here the whole night.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
No.
well, I don't know. It's dude. I knew it when he was like faking the blindness thing. I was just like, dude, if you ever get out, immediately we're gonna be like, we're gonna see you driving sports cars and like
Yeah.
as soon as you get out, like
That's gonna be
high
a bit
breakneck
on
speed.
stage.
Yeah, it's
Kind of what
ridiculous.
he did. He did his old
like-
man version of that.
Yeah, they
Doing
slapped him with
foul
like
version.
old guy fucking contact lenses in from a horror movie they found or some shit like that. It was like they're all glassy guys. I can't see shit. Like it's like, nah, dude, we know what you did. If he would said hey when he came out and then was like, I did rape them. I did actually rape. I just want to announce that like that. I'm gonna go back in.
Yeah.
Or he was like, I did rape him. Double jeopardy. Can't get him
Yeah,
twice. Drop the hammer.
Right.
But that's you gotta prosecute the right way. I know, right? Because it was whatever. It's because he
Yeah,
fucking
it was-
he made a deal with the district
DA
attorney.
said,
Yeah.
At
if you
the
tell us
state.
everything, we
Right.
won't prosecute you for anything you tell us. And they're like, got you. And then the second DA prosecuted him,
Right.
and they're like, yeah. And by the way, yeah, they're right. You can't do that.
It's not.
Wow.
It's,
Bill
Yeah.
Cosby rings the bell, and then the Sixers get a technicality.
here's what I would like. If he rang the bell,
Right.
I feel like then he should also have to run a gauntlet of the women. Like they line up, and just before, I know there's not like gauntlets in basketball, but
Yeah.
to your point,
It's
if
called
no,
knockout.
yeah, like no, they like dodgeball him. He's like 85. How old is he? Right? Like,
The Bulls music starts playing as he
Yeah,
starts running.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
do 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 do.
They should make him do the trampoline dunk.
yeah, that
Yeah,
would
that'd be-
With no
yeah.
pad below.
no
That'd
pad
be funny.
below.
Do the front flip dunk and fucking
Yeah,
land your
yeah.
old ass on the floor.
Yeah, and he's wearing a mascot, probably a
Yeah.
fox.
Yeah.
I would think he's wearing something. He's in the hen house, is what I'm saying. It's not great.
A fly, it'd be a fly.
Yeah, it would be a fly.
And then Rachel Nichols is reporting,
Right.
Yeah, he seems to be on the ground, just
Oh yeah, what's the full Rachel Nichols beef? Not beef.
Right.
But what's going on?
she had beef.
I mean, it's beef.
Rachel
He was
Nichols.
getting some beef, all right.
yeah.
Free Rachel Nichols.
Wink, wink.
Free Rachel.
Yeah, what's going
Yeah,
on
She's
with
out of
that?
the bubble. No, so apparently there was a report that Jimmy Butler might have been hooking up with Rachel Nichols.
Is it confirmed? or
And there
not?
was, they're putting things together. It was not completely confirmed.
Have you
but-
seen these two? If you just look at them next to you, you're like, it's confirmed in my mind. they should be fucking if they're not fucking. That's what I.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was this hearsay like, oh, go on TMZ.
Well, this happened during the NBA bubble.
But they're saying that
okay.
Irsan Ilyasova was also fucking her in the bubble.
Well,
That was like another
that's
thing
a
I
game.
saw.
Oh. Then she's getting,
Ilyasova. We'll
then
just
she's
go with the last
getting
name.
multiple
So-
people.
So we got to put this under hot goss. This is gossip. It's
Yeah,
not
but-
exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
confirmed.
believe it.
Yeah, but you know how it started one of two ways, right? Either someone saw him going into her room, or something like that.
So this isn't the whole story.
or no.
You have to hear this. Do you know this?
No.
Do you know the
No,
actual story?
These are just like
It was a
tweets
story.
that-
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
it
that
was a
picture
noise
they used
complaint.
for Jimmy Butler right
I know,
there.
right? It just makes it
if someone showed me that, like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude, he's actually being like he's saying "What up, girl" to her.
Yeah,
in that
he is.
picture.
Right.
Like it's like "What up, girl? What are
Like,
you doing,
there's
mom?"
no denying he's probably trying to fuck here, and he could have.
Right.
yeah.
Well, and
but-
she unfortunately also looks like I'm really excited, but I have to put on the white girl. I don't want this face.
Also,
You're making me shy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how a story came up about her, like maybe being racist,
Oh yeah.
and then
Oh, really?
like immediately,
Yeah,
This is probably how she
Oh, I
makes up
didn't
for
know
it.
yeah,
that.
immediately she leaks a story of like, no, I fucked a black man. It's cool. Like,
Actually, more than one.
It's
More
fine.
than one.
Yeah.
More than just.
That
Yeah.
clears it. I forgot.
No, but apparently
I forgot
it
it
was,
clears
like,
it.
it was a noise complaint. Like, so they were hearing that
Yeah,
it was a
it
noise
was.
complaint.
they said Jimmy Butler was dribbling a basketball past hours.
Right.
And now the rumor is like, oh, he was knocking cheeks. I'm like, that's a different sound, but maybe.
Well, he was sweating.
I
Like
mean, that'd be
crazy.
an impressive tempo. Let me tell
I
you.
don't know. You're a sports manager. You hear a noise complaint from a room, then you show up. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and you're like, he comes to the door. He's clearly tucking a bone. You know what I mean? He's got a bone tucked, and he's sweating. You're like, what are you up to? What are you?
Dribbling.
Yeah, committed.
What,
dribbling.
what would a basketball baller say? Oh, dribbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He's like, don't panic, don't panic.
Like,
Yeah.
Walks
Basketball.
up spinning a
Like-
ball
like-
on his finger. What up, coach?
Whistling the Harlem Globetrotter music.
Our fucking mouths on his dick. Just like,
I find it hard to believe that of all the things he could have said, it's like game footage or something. I would more believe,
No,
but it
you're
doesn't.
right.
I was doing push-ups and just watching game footage. Coach, sorry, was I making a rack? Something like that, like said really like under the breath while he's like leaning on. It's like, Coach, I'm sorry, dude. I was doing push-ups and just watching game film. My bad. Was there a noise complaint? No big deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, you're
like
probably-
really just like that because like I was dribbling a basketball. Like,
On carpet.
all right, buddy.
Yeah.
What did you not know? Did you need to refresh the NBA athletes to know how to
right.
dribble?
Were you
Like this,
professional athlete?
you're not the professor. You're not like, oh, it's not and one where you're trying to get them on the head and like I'm still perfecting it. Like that's not. Come on,
professor.
you know what I mean? Like this is which is his coach. He
The
looks
thing
like the
that makes
professor.
me mad is just like everyone thinks it's Rachel's that's making the noise. What if it's Jimmy? What
Yeah.
if he's the screamer?
Once he's going, oh,
Dude,
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
one of
if
those
he's
guys.
like,
like,
one of those
like you're like dunking or something. Just
Dude.
like, ah!
those hoops, that picture there, dude. Those hoops, I'm telling you, that guy does not mind his legs folded back. You know what I mean? Just get in there.
So you think
I could see him be like, "Hey, girl, go to the naughty place."
You know
I'm not
what?
standing there."
What's that? man, Dave Portnoy just talked to him. Jeffree Star.
What about Jeffree
He
Star?
was just like, so many rappers and basketball players hit me up to fuck me. For sure. So, no, my point. Oh, no, I was piggybacking your point. No, I lost it. Fuck.
Yeah,
I thought you knew who Jeffree Star was, and I was.
I don't know who Jeffree Star
never
is.
mind.
Sounds like a porn star.
Never fucking
She's
mind.
he's like a makeup guru, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he fucks,
Rachel Nichols
Right.
plays the
fucks
husband.
basketball
I swear
players. I
pulled
didn't
it
hear
up. So I'm
this.
sorry.
Yeah, no, I think that was on Barstool, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's I don't know. That's I mean maybe.
Maybe,
But she
yeah,
didn't.
but-
She didn't name names.
No.
So like it's one of those claims.
I'm sorry.
It's one of those claims that you can just say and no one's gonna get defensive. Like,
What?
Yeah,
Like just saying like, hey, rappers
Oh,
and basketball players like try to fuck me.
Dude, I'm
but
glad
if you don't say names, it's like okay, I guess I believe you. I don't know. It's like a press move.
Yeah.
It's a media
For sure, it
move.
could be.
It's not. If she actually dropped the bombshell or he whatever, I don't fucking know.
I don't
If,
know.
like that would be like oh shit, but like no,
It's a they.
it's really just sticking your name in there.
Yeah.
It's like she's
Yeah.
getting stuck in. I guess I don't.
Stuck.
fucking-
Damn.
you know.
For sure.
They them is fucking NBA players.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
There you go.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if you were, this is her husband.
Yeah, that's the problem. Jesse was like, okay, now I'm getting a look at him. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, that's Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
That guy fucks NBA players.
Yeah, dude.
Hold on,
Actually,
go down.
It does look like he does. Actually,
Go down to
it
the
does.
picture to
That'd be-
the right of the one of her. See her in the green dress?
That is
To
absurd.
the right of that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I need to see this. Yeah. No, the next one over. Him.
Who is this guy?
That
though?
guy fucks NBA
guy-
players, dude.
That's Rachel Nichols'
But
husband.
who is he? Is he a person? Is he important?
Well,
He's a fucking mannequin.
he
dude. I
might
don't
be
know.
like a singer. I
What I'm
think.
saying is he looks like a doofy
not someone
singer.
we know.
He looks
but
like Guy Fieri with AIDS.
Journalist.
married.
A music video director.
How?
Oh,
Okay, so she's married to a porn director. And she was fucking about it sounds like hey dude, he's in the industry in some way, shape, or form. I guess he has to be with that facial hair. That is, I am mad that your top of your head looks like the fucking chin that you have. It is upsetting.
He looks like a pineapple with a goatee, bro. He's
Yeah.
so weird.
You know what? It kind of looks like Beaker is trying to be a hipster. It's kind of what it looks like because he's got no neck,
Yep.
and then he
Yep.
slapped a little thing on the chin there.
Yes.
So remember, pitching this to you, Drew, right? Is she's trapped. I said trapped. She's and other ESPN reporters. I mean, it must be tough for them. Do you know what I mean? Just young. Well, actually, what am I saying? We found out. What was she? 46.
She's 47.
She's 47. Beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Holding it tight. I know it's tough out there for ladies. You know, as you get older, men are vicious, and she's keeping it tight. She's happens to be with other ESPN reporters that are also trapped inside the bubble at that time. Could you imagine, as Jesse and I were saying, like before this thing started, just like, oof, it's gonna be a rough for that guy looking the way he does to be like, hear that news, just be like, sorry, what's going on, baby? You're gonna be where for 6 months? Like that's brutal. I'd be like, oh, I'm working out now. But like, if he comes out of that, I'm gonna be hot, dude.
This is why
I gotta keep it up.
It's not even worth it. Just start cheating at that point.
Yeah, you're right. Your thing's like do
Get
less. Yeah. Just do less.
Scale down.
It's a chess
work
match.
to keep her. I'm gonna scale back. Yeah, that's a good idea. But that's the thing. Like you're okay. Like maybe I'm just too shallow of a like. Cause I always think like if I was a chick, right? Like if I was a hot chick like Rachel Nichols, and I'm in the sports world,
Right.
I am just going to fuck top tier stud athletes.
Yeah,
Right?
I would be that person. Yeah,
What are you doing
I don't
with
know.
music director Max Pineapple Face Nichols?
Yeah, it's an issue.
He's a cover, dude. He's a
He's a
cover up.
cover.
Yeah.
But just go fuck the athletes. I got
Right.
No, because
for
that's
it.
a messy. I think that the pandemic was hard on everybody.
harder on her.
I know for me, I was struggling with eating late. For her, it was not getting filled with a lot of big dick.
It was eating late.
Guys, yeah,
She was eating late.
Yeah,
Reading
certainly.
Yeah.
bless her.
Or
heart.
dribbling.
Or dribbling.
Right.
As we don't know. It's conjecture. He might have just been dribbling.
Right.
Yeah, true.
God, though, that waistband. Again, I was trying to like think of just seeing whoever answered the door. I just kept picturing just different guys. Because you have to just be like, yo, dude, what's... And then as soon as he says, I'm been dribbling, I'm just like... All right, man. Just
go
okay,
to sleep.
so let's just...
Yeah.
Did you just give me a 5-year-old answer? Like, I just call you guys playing video games? Like, you should...
It's that very real moment where it's like it's first of all it's two adults and you're checking another adult, but that other adult happens to be a stud athlete and you're just you. You're like, all right, man. Like, what are you gonna say to him? He's gonna fucking kill you.
Do you know how intensely insane it is if he was just dribbling? I'm even more scared. Like,
oh, you're right. You're right.
If he is just dribbling, just on a carpet, like what moves he was practicing so intently, in which this professional athlete is sweating.
Right.
Because Jordan wasn't doing that shit, and he was better than Jimmy Butler.
No, dude, he fucking threw in a cigar and was eating like Doritos or whatever.
Jordan was
doing
gambling
cocaine.
with the fucking security crew at the hotels before Game 7 of NBA Finals.
I don't know, dude. Anyway, I hope that they're fucking because those two next to each other, they should be fucking. It's too beautiful. I love it. Bless their hearts and dump that schlub. I don't know. Is he might be really rich or something?
I'm assuming.
He's got to
You
be.
know, they're both well off. So like, she's
Maybe
schmo.
maybe
She's
he
got a
listens
great
to her
job.
stories or something.
It's like in the
you think
UFC, Megan Levy. She's married to Benavidez, who's the fighter.
Okay.
But like, out of all the fighters, pick a more handsome and winning fighter.
And probably taller one too.
What?
Taller one.
A taller one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 5'4".
Shorter
She's like
than her.
5'8",
Yeah.
and he loses. Pick a better looking winner.
He doesn't lose often. He was very good for a long
Yeah, and he's
time.
won the last
yeah,
5 fights in a row.
2 fights, 3 fights.
More than that, I think. Are you sure? I think he lost the last at least 4
He's started
fights in a
getting-
row.
No, because he got Figueiredo twice, and then Askarov beat him.
And then
you're
also
right. You're
also
right.
Mighty
You're right.
Mouse.
That was that was
before.
like 4 out of
He
5.
had to win a couple in a row.
Yeah,
to get
yeah, I think that was 4 out of his last
title
5.
Fight.
Oh, okay. But didn't Mighty Mouse knock him out?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
I just remember him he started really hitting the canvas once he got
Yes.
the fig.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what I remember.
No, it's over for him.
Right.
yeah.
I hope he retired comfortably.
Rolling into UFC,
Right.
big fight this weekend. Which I guess, what are we at, Jesse? Time wise, actually.
We're halfway.
Let's do plugs, and then we'll get into UFC this weekend.
Okay.
Plugs.
Sweet.
We'll start with our guest this week for plugs. Drew, you want to tell everybody where you're at? Podcast and all that great stuff.
Yeah, Do-Rag and the Deer Tag on everything. It's live at Raven every Monday, and we got a show at Helium on August 18th. Live Do-Rag and the Deer Tag and Roast Battle, so be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Garrett Monaco.
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Garrett Monaco. Follow Slapstick Sports Podcast on Instagram at SlapstickCast. Same with Twitter as well. That's all from me right now.
Boom.
And me, you can find me at Jesse Pedraza Show at TikTok and Instagram. So holla at your boy. I'll be at the roast battle thing.
And literally come to Helium.
Tonight,
Yeah,
if you're
tonight.
watching this.
Yeah, literally.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to producer.
But now he's going to produce for himself.
Yeah.
Hey, please come to my show. All right, that's my time.
Jesus Christ. You guys can catch me at Adam Nutter on Twitter and Instagram, at Adam Nutter Comedy on TikTok and Facebook. Of course, check me out on Slapstick Sports Podcast I do with Garrett and Jesse and Drew most of the time. Of course, check out my Libertarian podcast, Porcupine. It's great. It's out. It's doing really well. So please, thank you for checking that out. So you Libertarian fans out there. July 10th, obviously the big show back at the Pop-In from Neil and myself. Myself, Jesse Dram, Tyler Rothrock, and Andrew Thomas. Those tickets are already more than half sold out, I think. So get your tickets now. Tickets are online on the website, DropTent.com, on my social media and all that stuff. Real quick, Monday, I'll also be doing Chrissy Mars podcast, Wet Spot, and I'll also be doing the Frantic Monday night at the Stand. So check me out.
I'm neilwood.com. Just go there. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be in Easton. You can check out that show. And then again, we said the 10th. Boom.
Friday will be in Easton.
Oh, Friday and be in Easton. Sorry. Yeah. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
I knew that. One too many gummies. All right. Let's. But yeah. Don't forget droptent.com/podcast/call to bus. And then, of course, you can also check out the Slapstick Sports podcast as well, baby boy. We're all on there. Everything's there that you need. If you want to follow both podcasts, just go into their page, follow all the stuff from there. Call to Bus, of course, has a nice little store, which I'm sure one day Slapstick Sports, when I get my shit together, will also have a store of its own. Or we're just going to do a whole network store. That's probably what we're going to do, just to make things simple for everybody. So you'll be able to buy those as well. But that's a good way to actually benefit us directly. And don't forget about our Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/cult of us and all that wonderful extra content you can start getting. You can get some get your little toesies in the fucking water there with $1. All right, that's gonna help us out a little bit every month. And then I got a $3 tier if you watch those fights, because we are gonna be watching that. Well, no, not this Saturday, unfortunately, but Garrett is gonna be pulling that up.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always someone there. So we're watching fights on Discord and all that kind of great stuff. So you can do that. We're watching movies. I'm picking a movie now. I'm sorry, it's my fault. I've been trying to figure out which ones, but we're watching movies, we're watching fights, so you can actually join Garrett and Evan, the executive producer of all producers, producer Evan, this Saturday, watching the old fights. Yeah, you're not. I mean, come on,
really.
JP, come on, dude.
You're a producer.
You're over there sitting pretty. We gave you a title that's like.
Evan's the executive producer.
Oh my god.
Let me put it this way: if anybody asks on like a job interview, you put me as a reference, I'd be like, yeah, he produced.
He was there.
I would probably even throw in there just as an asshole. I mean, I taught him everything he knows. Kind of a big deal. I'm a creative director. Like,
You guys want to hire me?
Yeah. Probably started soon. So you can do that at a $3 level. $3 a month gets you in there, and then of course the $1 level as well, and then the $5 level. It's $5 level. It's the same thing. All right. So $5 level gets you everything, but it joins into the tattoo tier. All right. You can get a tattoo for just pence, little bits. All right, people. $5 a month gets you in the door. You get everything else, and then every other month we pick a name out of a hat. That person gets a full color, beautiful tattoo. We're talking softball size. The artist doing them is out of Wilmington, Delaware, close in the tri-state area. It's worth the money, and again, it's for free. If technically, other than the membership fee. Come on, people. What are you talking here? All right. So you can get a tattoo possibly for $10, $20. All right, if your name's pulled. And we've had winners already. You can see all their posts and stuff. They posted them up. Anna Gabrielle, and her information is up on Patreon. You can check that out. So if you want to check out her artwork, but she's done conventions. She's very common. She's done Adam's work. So go check that out. It's a great thing to do, and that takes us out of plugs, people.
UFC this Saturday.
I know. I'm bummed out that we're going to be at the show.
I know. The good thing is it's gonna be over. The show
Sure.
should be over by then. By 10,
Yeah.
it starts at 10 o'clock. It
I know.
starts at 10. So
I don't know if they're going to put on the fight there.
that's my fucking.
Because they're such a nerd bar. They have all those TVs like honed into movies
My
that
thing
just
is,
play back to
are
back.
they gonna stay open until 1 o'clock in the morning?
Probably not.
That's what I'm
I
worried
know.
about.
So
Right, the owner's gonna be like, kind of.
I'm gonna ask him when we get there,
Yeah.
and then if not, we just gotta fucking fly home.
yeah, it'll be fine.
Well,
figure it out.
you gotta fly home.
Yeah.
So if he wants to watch it,
Right. But,
we're the same distance away.
Oh,
Philly and
really?
Newtown. Philly and Newtown is the same.
It's
distance.
very strange. Yeah.
It's almost. I'm like maybe 10 minutes closer. Maybe.
this is out in Chalfont,
I
right?
really wanted to see because the last time I saw what's his name.
You watched me lose money.
Yeah, it was great. It felt
I lost
good.
money to you too,
It felt great.
That's my pick, by the way.
Connor.
Yeah,
You going Connor?
I'm doing.
God,
Connor
you
again.
know I'm gonna go Dustin this time, and then
Bold.
I'm gonna lose.
It's one of those. Yeah.
Well, just for money purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just bet the opposite of what you think. Bet the opposite of your heart.
Yeah, I can't though sometimes. That's why I
Right.
lose money.
That's how I know
fighting.
some people throw
But
money
football
down.
though, fuck the Giants. I don't even care anymore about them. I will
Well,
actively
you
bet.
say that every.
Well, you can,
Yeah, no. I know. Shut up. I
You can
bet
do
against
it.
them. No. I bet
He's
against
such
them.
an
though.
addict for the Giants. It's an issue.
You can-
I don't know who you are with sports betting, dude, Drew. Well, actually, you probably don't have a job. So, come on, what are we doing? You're doing
I'm a
comedy out
degenerate,
there,
yeah.
dude. You're out there living the actual comic life out there. But, so I don't know how you feel. Do you? That's a big thing in gambling. You typically don't fuck with the team. If you're gonna gamble, you always gamble with
No,
not your team.
I always do. I fuck up. Yeah. That's like a general rule I
is a
have.
rule.
And
Right,
like,
right.
I'm the biggest Syracuse basketball fan. And like every
shit.
time I see them, I'm like, money line. Ride it.
Right.
Right, the money line.
We're like a plus 11.5. I'm like, we
Right.
gotta fucking hammer the money line. We're good. Never works.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I will bet against the Giants though. But
That's what I'm saying.
I do
View it-
bet them sometimes.
view it as
Catch
how
'em all
much
the time.
you would pay to see the Giants win. So every time they lose, it's like, okay, well, I got my money back.
Yo,
if they
easily.
win, if you win, it's like, that was worth paying $20 to see them.
Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, all right. I mean, that's
if
the way
you,
to
if
look
you
at
view
it.
it like that.
But I don't do it like that. I throw a
Right.
lot of money at it.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. I don't do it for fun.
Then he calls me.
No, it's,
Oh, yeah, I was like,
I've-
did it again.
I've
did
been,
it
I've been
Yeah,
around
yeah,
you
yeah.
betting. It doesn't sound
Yeah,
like
no.
it sounds like you're in pain.
No, when Neil will call me during the football season on Sunday
Yeah.
nights to go over stuff, and I'm like, he knows if I'm in a good or bad mood. He knows. If I crush that day, I'm like, yo, what? By 8:30, I'm like, what is up? I'm all fucking chipper. If he calls me and I had a bad day, I'm like, what's up, man?
Bet on the Giants again. I'm like, why do you keep?
I'm
doing that?
kind of busy right now. What's up, dude?
I gotta watch the Raiders lose to the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. So and I threw $120 in this game for no reason.
It's
Like an
not because
asshole.
with betting, it's got to suck. I don't do it, so but it sounds like here because now it sounds like in your scheme of betting, you have what is actually at the core of it is a drug of betting on your team, and then around that it's like I have to supplement that with other betting where you do well.
Yeah.
Like you kind of like, oh, I win over here, which allows me to then feed this
It does.
addiction
Yeah.
betting for my team.
I'm
So
up.
you're-
Football season, I was up like over $4,000.
right.
Damn.
which is pretty good. I mean, I lost too, but
Right.
like I never lost,
more than
obviously,
again.
right?
Yeah,
So
you're playing with house money as well
yeah,
because
like
you were winning early.
if I won all together, I would have won like double digits, thousands
Right,
for sure.
right.
But
Yeah.
Dude, betting makes me think the simulation's real. Cause like I think it's just them testing me. Cause I see my friends hit these fucking
Right?
11 team
Yeah.
parlays, and I'm like, I could hit a 6-teamer tonight,
Right.
and it never works. I'm in the red on FanDuel heavy, and I never bet. Like when you said $120, that hurt my heart. I
Right.
never bet that much money ever. It's like me. I think the biggest bet I've ever put in was maybe like $40. And
Dude, I'm
that
still
was,
doing
like-
jelly bean counting. I get you.
Yeah, no, they're.
I see a hot jelly bean little at a fair or something. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
let's get in here.
But I will put in like 8 different $5 bets in a night.
Dude,
So, like, I get it.
I use the Barstool Sportsbook app, and they
Okay.
have great prop bets. So every Sunday they call it the Hanson, and it's for Red Zone, the host of Red Zone, and it's they have a over under on the 1 o'clock games overall like score, and over under on the 4 o'clock games, and over under on the full days worth of games. I bet those every fucking week, and I never win them. I lose
That's a hard
every
one.
fucking week.
That's
Yeah.
a super hard one.
Not the beginning of the year. It's easier because so many teams are playing. Bet the over because you're gonna break. Like so many teams are playing, the scores are just gonna accumulate to the
I
over.
like that one.
But once you hit like week 8 or 9, there's like 6 teams on a bye week,
Right.
and you're like, should I bet the over? But then like the Jets are playing. Jets can't put up 7 points,
All right, see what you're saying.
so you're like,
Right.
so if let's say the over is like 180 for the 4 o'clock games.
Right.
But the Jets are one of the 4 o'clock games, and another low scoring team, like the Giants or the football team, or
Yeah.
or a low scoring team.
You Newark. You like can't even say it.
The Redskins.
Yeah, everyone looked at me with concern.
It sounded like you said like a
Well,
Lord
no,
of
I
the
thought
Rings
you were-
character.
yeah,
like
yeah.
New York. I'm like, huh? Yeah.
He's one of the children folk, I think.
Yeah.
Like the tree childrens. Is
Yes.
that what they are?
Dude,
Um,
not to change it real quick, but I was down in
we should.
Delaware this past weekend, and I've never seen more Redskins apparel and
Oh, yeah.
signs and
Yeah.
flags now that they're not a team that like
Yep.
old
Yeah.
racist white Americans are
Right.
like, no, they still are.
I was in Dover,
they're
Delaware.
not even a Skins fan, but they just became one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hail.
No, I was in
There
Dover.
was
Yeah.
a guy at Hershey Park that had a Confederate flag hat on and a Washington Redskins jersey, and I was like, this guy
Dude, he gets
knows what he's trying to do. Yeah. This guy knows.
Like, this
what
guy
he's
gets
doing.
it.
He gets it.
I miss the old days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just living in the past, man. You got it. living in.
A living statue. Jesse, why don't you put up the fight card too, so we can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how this all started. Yeah. So we're gonna have to try to watch that. Obviously, Dustin, obviously Maine. I'm actually super excited for the not undercard, the co-main.
I'm excited for the entire card.
Yeah.
Same, no,
it's
same.
whole
stacked.
card is
This,
loaded.
No, but-
this is the card of the summer.
But co-main, Wonder Boy is one of my favorite fighters. I love Wonder Boy.
Same, but I got Gilbert Burns taking this one.
No.
I do.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah. Is there, also,
got-
if we're talking betting too, whoever Chael Sonnen picks, you bet the opposite.
Who do you pick? Do you pick Wonder Boy?
I don't know
Okay.
for this card, but typically he's off all the time.
I like
okay.
Tai Tuivasa
Yeah. Oh,
knocking
fuck Greg Hardy.
out.
Fuck Greg Hardy.
Yeah.
Greg Hardy's the guy who used to play for the Cowboys, but got caught because he beat woman.
Yeah.
Because he beat woman.
He got very Rastafarian at the end. He beat woman.
Yeah.
Like, he got very.
One thing I could guarantee is Greg Hardy will beat his wife's ass, win or lose. After
Yeah.
this fight.
A Hardy will get beat.
It's actually how he built his amateur record up.
Undefeated.
Right.
So
Completely,
good.
Yeah.
Cleaned house. Because she didn't.
Greg Hardy's also fighting the two fighters before that fight as well.
But just roll
Yeah.
over it.
He's fighting the two women before
Yeah, it's actually just a tag team, and he's fighting like a boss character.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
No, I'm going for Tua also.
Yeah. I like Irene Aldana and obviously Sugar Sean.
Well, because he's fighting a college kid.
Random out of
Yeah.
nowhere person.
Yeah, so the guy, Sean.
A Chris Cummings.
Sean Neal, he's a vegan fighter with all the goofy hair, and you seen
Yeah,
him?
no, I've seen him.
Yeah, he's fighting.
Or Pat Cummings.
He's fighting someone who
That's what I meant to
doesn't
say.
even on the screen right now
Yeah.
have a headshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
He's
who-
fighting an egg on Twitter.
Who's he
is what
supposed to fight? Who's he supposed to fight?
Also, this is
Who?
Google. Google couldn't
Right, right.
find a picture.
No,
It's not
no.
Twitter. It's like
Dude, that guy used a VPN and everything, dude. That guy doesn't fuck around.
He's gonna crawl out from under the ring. That's how sneaky he is. He's not gonna come out down the ramp. Who is he supposed to fight?
Luis Smolka.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, Smolka. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got hurt.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice name.
So they're like, some college kid, you want to fight some professional fighter? Essentially, like he was fighting in what league was he even fighting in?
I think LFA.
LFA.
One
Yeah.
of those.
It's
I
not
mean,
bad.
9-4. He's not bad. He's
No.
won 2 straight.
But
He got knocked out twice in a row before that, though.
it's not,
So-
his now this level of competition literally just jumped.
Yeah. No,
Leaps
he's gonna
and
get
bounds.
smoked.
It reminds me of when DC fought Pat Cummings. I was fucking his name up.
Oh my god,
The barista from Doylestown.
dude.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah,
Jesse
dude.
Pedraza.
Yeah.
No, you got fired from that job. Hell yeah, dude.
That was dragged away.
That was such a shame, dude. You got fired for being too friendly. I was like a special needs kid. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
He hugged all the customers.
No, he was just too.
He was delaying.
He was
the
running his
fucking
mouth like he's a
process.
bunch of comics. He was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" I think. No, I'm kidding. You didn't get fired. It's fine. Whatever you need to know to not get in trouble from your employer.
Yeah, they're listening. They're listening to that.
Yeah.
He showed his
You
dick
listen to
to
the
a
Cold
few
Bus
people.
pod.
Yeah, right. We're only live.
We did gain a fan. What's up, dude? How
Yeah.
you doing? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, manager.
Uh,
Anyways.
So I have seen that guy fight before. I think
Yeah.
a couple of times.
Yeah. If I'm just going down the line, no betting, just who I think's gonna win. Man, I got Sean, Irene, Ty, Wonder Boy.
Are you doing that with your heart? Or?
No, I actually think Wonder Boy's gonna win
Yeah.
regardless. Because
Okay.
I'll tell you why in a second. I'll say Connor. Wonder Boy because Gilbert is he's a bigger guy, as in like strength wise. He's more of a Tyron Woodley shape almost, and also he's more of a it's a wrestler, but
He's got hands too.
his
He
hands,
can strike.
jiu-jitsu.
Right.
But I think Wonder Boy's stance, that karate stance, gives guys like Burns and Woodley a problem.
It just stops the fight.
Yeah,
That's really
that's-
what happens.
so
'Cause then
it's-
they get comfortable. They want to strike, but they
Right.
can't. They feel weird doing a takedown. Actually, this fight, I hope it's really sick. It should be.
Gilbert Burns hits hard, man.
He does.
Right. He almost knocked out Usman.
Usman, yeah.
Yeah.
In the first minute.
But again, he has to get to Wonder Boy, and that I think his side kick karate stance is fucking very hard to clutch in on. Also, Wonder Boy is a counter striker,
Right.
Yeah.
so like he might bait Gilbert into some of those just so you could fucking wheelhouse him.
I mean, that's the fight to make it 170 outside
Yes.
of the title fight. So I like it either way.
Winner has to fight Usman.
Winner has to run it back. Or I guess Wonder Boy hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Can you
I
you
would
click
I
the
would still like
prelims?
to see
Preliminary card
Colby
above it?
fight Usman.
It's
again.
in the same. It's in the same box. Just no, go up. Let's scroll.
Yeah,
Go to early. Let's go to
prelim card.
preliminary
Yeah.
card. There you go.
Yeah.
Tab.
Oh, Carlos Condit? Hell yeah, dude.
Dog,
He's-
I like all these fights.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
retired and unretired 4 times in the last 3
Ryan
years.
Hall, dude?
Carlos
Ryan
Condit.
Hall's fighting.
Yo.
Elliot
Oh, Ryan
Taporia.
Hall's fighting?
Right.
Yeah.
And the first time in like 6 years.
Wow.
Fighting undefeated Ilya Taporia. I like that fight. Also, Nico Price and Pereira is a fucking
Yeah, that's a
Right,
good price.
yeah.
That is a good price. That's a good fight. That
Trevin
is a good
Giles and Dricus. I like that. Yeah, man.
Other cards would be
fight.
awesome.
That Carlos Condit Max Griffin fight's gonna be good. That we can watch at the bar. We can watch this card. You think Condit wins?
I don't know.
I want him to win. That's
I want
him to
my,
win,
my
yeah.
heart.
Heart-
My heart's
heart,
there.
same,
but
heart.
I don't know, man.
Yes.
He hasn't been the same
Since he's again unretired and retired
since
5 times.
the Robbie fight.
like, what was his last fight? Was it Matt Brown?
He beat Matt Brown,
yeah,
Did he beat
He
Matt
beat Matt-
Brown.
he knocked him
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
right?
yeah, and,
Yeah.
He kept getting rear naked choked by like Damian Maya,
Yes.
Neil Magny. He just kept falling victim to the same choke.
Yeah. I hope he wins. I mean, Max Griffin's, he's the real deal, though.
Yeah, he's legit, dude.
I'd never say that about anybody. That's such a gay thing to say. The real deal.
The real deal.
What's the early prelim?
He's actually a
No
fighter.
one's-
He's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
He's the bee's knees.
Just click the early prelims. Jennifer Maya.
Okay.
Jessica I's fighting. Okay, Brad Tavares.
Yaozong Hu.
Yeah.
Don't know. Omari Akhmedov and Tavares is gonna be a fight. Yeah, Maya and I is a good fight
Yeah.
too.
Dude, that flyweight guy's name is basically like I think a medicine I take.
Zumagulov.
That's
Side effects are diarrhea and getting
Yeah.
KO'd.
Yeah.
Excessive dribbling.
Excessive dribbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no
21
idea.
and 5.
These are too early. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Looks like a good.
What do you
good
guys
match.
think about the Conor Dustin fight? Obviously, that's the.
I think Connor's really good at rematches. That's why I'm going with this. When he loses, he's like, all right, I can't lose.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I put money on Dustin. I took him and Gilbert Burns because they were both. I think Dustin was even money at the time, and Gilbert Burns was an underdog. I think he still is. But yeah, now I'm leaning toward Conor because, like you said, he's good in rematches. He's not like on the yacht throwing bottles at old people and shit
Right.
anymore. Like he seems like he's got his shit together.
I feel like that was the Conor that was like winning.
Yeah, and
I mean, he was.
he wasn't. He
Against
wasn't.
Diaz
man.
and stuff.
I think, yeah, but that was like press conference for show. At
Yeah,
that
I guess
time, he
you're
was
right.
even like he was locked in the gym.
Right.
So, like,
he
once-
didn't have the belts.
right.
Yeah, once he
Yeah.
got the money is
Right.
when he started fucking up. When he's like posting on fucking $2 million or I guess like $200 million yachts, whatever.
Wearing
Yeah, well,
fucking
yeah.
crazy suits and
When,
shit.
Yeah.
when Gucci's like
balling
wear of
out.
all of our shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that kind of having that buzz around you that you can get lost in it. Remember when he was fucking training with Ido Portal and you know that shit where he's doing
The mountain from Game of Thrones.
that? I'm talking about the yoga shit where Nate was
Oh.
doing touch butt in the park or
Yeah.
something like that. Where he's fucking going like, yeah, he's
Well,
not doing that shit anymore.
Somebody else was just doing that at like at their I forget. Oh, it was Jake Paul or not Jake Paul. Maybe it was Jake Paul. I don't
He was
know.
doing some weird like
Yeah.
warm ups. Yeah,
Where like everyone else was like shadow. I think it was the Askren fight, and like Askren was shadow boxing at his live workout, and Jake Paul was just doing like fucking
right, like
getting tied up like a pirate and stretched out. Like,
doing some like weird BDSM yoga.
so, like, all right, now we're gonna put the cucumber in your ass for the
Right,
That's because he was
It
like.
makes you- it makes you-
stretches.
makes you less tense.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah.
gonna tone up your eyes really nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Once they
Makes
do
your hands bigger.
He's probably like, Askren doesn't give a fuck about this fight. I'm
Right.
not gonna really care that much either.
Right.
Just walk
that.
through.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, Adam, what do you think for the main event?
I
You
guess
said Connor, right?
I
You
guess
said
Connor, but like
Why?
Oh, wow.
the rematch thing for sure.
Yeah.
At a certain point, I'm thinking he has to understand his legacy is severely at stake. His name is at stake as a legacy,
Right.
and he has to fucking turn it around. Like he has to win. Like, but again, he was beating Dustin that fight
True.
until that last minute.
Yes.
He was landing a lot.
Right.
Yeah, but he was winning.
Yeah, I mean Dustin had a takedown early that people forget about.
Oh no,
so
he did.
Also,
but,
the leg
but
kicks
he was,
were added
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Right.
but don't forget he was piecing Dustin up.
No,
especially
he
that-
was for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's fighting, right? So all it takes is one fucking hook or jab, whatever. But yeah, I think he has to. I think he has to win this fucking fight.
Mhm.
Like he has to.
Because he's gonna start becoming,
He-
whereas like
he
his
could-
ego doesn't meet his skill. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where he's just like, you're good, but you gotta actually be able to finish.
Right.
Win.
Yeah, yeah.
Khabib made you look like a fucking bitch. So
Yeah.
it's like you can't beat him. No one can, to be fair.
He was.
But,
I think he was the best fight against Khabib was Connor. That's
Well,
how. That's
he's
how
the
good
only-
Khabib is, though.
right. Connor's the only person to take a round from Khabib.
I think if
Which
Connor
is crazy.
Right.
if Connor beats Dustin and then goes and beats Oliveira and both of them are impressive, Khabib comes back.
Oh, to beat Connor
Yeah,
again. Well, you saw Khabib.
I think
You have-
that's
you
the
have to bring
only
his
thing
father
that'll
back
bring-
You know,
first.
he's still actively training.
Right.
in,
That's how you unlock his father.
Connor's gonna dig up his father from the fucking
you
grave.
have to
Yeah.
necromance Khabib's dead dad.
You want him? Come get him.
That's the fucking promo.
That's it. It's Connor's like you to me. Fuck it. Buried alive match.
He throws his dead dad through the bus window.
Connor driving up to the cemetery in a bulldozer.
Yeah.
The casket match.
Yeah.
It'd be better if he was buried in like one of those tombs too. Just like,
Yeah.
and like fucking fog is rolling out, dude. Then fire shoots, it just becomes Kane. It's like, ah! yeah, yeah,
Connor's back.
yeah.
Khabib's dad would be the scariest zombie of all time.
Oh, he's the Paul
Absolutely.
Bear. He's
like
the-
if they
he's
open that guy, like no, he's alive.
So saying his father's probably his own pallbearer and put himself into the grave.
Yeah.
He was an actual bear. That was Khabib's
Actual
father. Yeah.
Did you see Khabib still training though? Like actively coaching at
Isn't he-
down.
I think they're still training with
top
him,
team.
like his dead body. Like,
It's a real weekend at Bernie's
Perfect
situation.
wrestling dummy.
yeah,
Losing weight every day.
doing a what is it, Mayweather Logan Paul like,
Yeah, dad's in a skeleton weight.
yeah.
So he's still. Uh, Right. Sometimes I just reject them myself. I was like, I don't like it.
No, you didn't let us do it.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Connor's gonna. Yeah, I feel like. I think he came into the other fight too cocky. I mean, I don't have the depth of knowledge you guys do, but as we were watching that, and as I won money off you, it felt so sweet. And
Cut that. Hey,
it was
Jesse,
like a
cut that.
sweet-
Cut
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Cut that.
And it felt so
We got
delicious.
wrapped up anyways.
But yeah, I saw a guy who was like kind of didn't think he could lose. Like it felt like
Right.
I think his ego is getting a little bit. Hopefully you're right that maybe it's like he's given a check. And be like, hey man, you still have to like maybe humble that ego a little bit and just bring the skill. Because I've also seen him knock someone out with his shoulder. So it's kind of like I'm like, you're clearly impressive.
Yeah.
You need to hinder that down and keep, Oh, I don't know though. I don't know, man. What if it keeps happening? That's what I get. That's what like me is if I was like a fighter. What if it kept happening where it's like, oh, man, you had him like 2 rounds, and then you just get popped and your lights go out, and then you're just like, that just keep happening. You're just like, I can't fucking. You need to be able to hit this.
consider
Just
retirement.
quit. Yeah,
Right,
Just
yeah.
quit, right? And just,
Even if Connor loses, he's still like is a very competitive fighter.
Right.
Everyone would say he should retire, but he could still like if you like nothing wrong with losing the champion.
Right,
Pretty
dude, you
much.
can
Yeah.
go do car commercials or.
But I don't
whatever.
think he wants
Right.
to sit around and take brain damage if he's
No.
not going to have the belt.
Yeah, that's so true.
He doesn't have to.
There's
Yeah.
no point with that
No.
money in the bank.
You're right.
Yeah.
I did it, and I have no money, so I play football for no reason.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, imagine if
and
Conor
MMA for no
McGregor
reason.
did this podcast instead of Adam.
You're a lot
We
better.
want you. We want you and McNabb.
Right. I mean, yeah. Let's get Conor McGregor on the show.
You're a fucking pussy.
Let's fucking pussy out of here.
So why are you in Philly, Connor?
Because you're a fucking pussy asshole. Came here to whoop Garrett Monaco's ass. You're a fucking pussy. That's what you are.
Hell yeah, dude.
Who the fuck are you?
What was this guy?
You're on my podcast. Why are you
I don't know. You're on my podcast now.
You're on the proper 12 podcast.
I'm just doing Colin first.
Right.
All I'm
It's all the
doing.
same. Hey, it's all the same.
It's awesome.
Yeah, all the Irish people. Fucking.
Well, we gotta wrap up because
Yep.
Jake has to go do his competition.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thanks for coming.
Talk about a
gents.
knockout, right?
Anytime, dogs.
As always, Garrett, Drew, thank you for coming on. This has been the Cult of Us. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
This has been a DropTent Media production.